Hey you guys, it's Rachel here with Senza Tempo Cane Corso. So I'm here with the puppies. This is the Velocity litter. Let's see if you can pinpoint our special needs puppy. See if you can figure out which one that it is. Hey, puppies. So, if you haven't guessed it, it's this front one here. She's looking really good. You know, I'd say she's almost fully recovered. There's still like if she gets really overwhelmed or something like that, I'll notice it a little bit. Like if we go to pick her up real quick, she'll kind of have a moment. But overall, you know, she seems to be completely healed. And the vet said that, you know, for her to be this good already, she'll probably make a full recovery. And she said that she probably just got, you know, squeezed coming out, which, you know, made sense with what I said, because I was very clear that I did have to pull a puppy out. So they have a little, this one has a little spot on her forehead because, and this one here, because we, that's how we identify that we've given them the wormer. We give them Safeguard. And so once we do a puppy, we just rub a little dollop into their heads so that we don't forget. But yeah, I mean, she's made what looks to be a full recovery, pretty dang close to it. She eats, she plays, she's, I would say, dang near the biggest female in here. So, they're all doing really well. I don't know which one I'm going to keep yet. We did move them into the garage now. Their mother is done, so they're fully weaned. They're about 5 weeks old. So, you know, we're just worming them, and they're doing really well. Haven't cleaned out these whelping boxes yet because I can't find the dustpan. I was gone all day. Savannah was here with Reese's sister Morgan, and I don't know where the dustpan is, but it's not too dirty, but I do like to clean it every day. Next litter that we have here, this is our Trinity litter. They're 6 weeks old, doing really well. Everybody is super fat and healthy. This litter is completely sold out. I'll be keeping a female out of it. Pretty sure I'm going to be keeping the brindle female. Hey, shoulders. Hello. Hello. They're pretty tough dogs. The reason I don't have their water in here right now is because, like I said, I'm fixing to clean these out. And so I just have to wait for them to get back because I can literally not find the dustpan that I use. I just use a big dustpan, and then I shovel it into this. We bag them up, take the bags out. So this is the mileena litter. So I want to address the situation and kind of clear some things up, because I don't think that I was very clear about, or I was clear. I was clear. The problem is that out of like a 17-minute video, the average view was 8 minutes long. And so this is the problem. I don't have a problem with people not watching the whole video. However, I do have a problem with people not watching the whole video and commenting like they did. Okay, that's where I have an issue. If you're going to comment, please make sure that you've watched the entire video so that you don't get things wrong. Because inevitably, if you don't watch it, you're probably going to get some things wrong. So I had a bunch of people that were on there saying that they thought that these were mixed breed puppies, that we should DNA them. They are not mixed breed puppies. For the people that think that, you need to take a real close look at mileena. This head right here, this narrow pointy head, that's mileena's head. That's how her head looks. It's not a pretty head. We all know that. Reese has never lied about it. She's never been dishonest. She's never shied away from the topic. You know, Mazikeen has the same head. It's a you know, it's kind of a thing, right? And we've talked about that some of the lines we work with have really good bodies and not so good of heads. And that was the reason we did this breeding. For those that have been watching, the reason we did this breeding was because mileena did not have a good head. And we were trying to get a dog with a good head to use. And so when I went there, the storyline is that I drove to New Mexico and I dropped off mileena that night. They put her in the kennel with Natuno, and then we stayed inside and we talked for a while. And so, and she was already ready, flagging all of that stuff. So there's a good likelihood that they actually bred that night. So the idea that somehow she wasn't with this dog and blah, 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 I'm sorry, but no. There was way too many opportunities. Like, for example, I stayed in a hotel that night. I came back in the morning to pick up my puppy that I was bringing back, including the puppy for Reese, because Reese was getting a male and I was originally just getting a female. So I came over there, and Natuno and mileena were still together, and I was there from like 8 o'clock in the morning until like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and she was with him the entire time. I left, I drove to Austin, I left them there, and then I came back, and I think at that point I wasn't just picking up mileena, but I think we also picked up, I think, no, because I took back both females with me. So I think it was that other female, that bigger female. No, we got her later. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe I didn't bring back any puppies with me. I know that I went back and I picked up mileena, and I couldn't remember if I could have swore I brought back some puppies with me. Maybe her boy or something like that. I don't remember. But anyway, the day that I went to go pick up mileena, once again, she was still with him. So there was absolutely, you know, lots and lots and lots of time that I was able to verify they were there. The problem that I had with what I considered the lack of stud service is that, like, most people, when you pay them for stud service, what they do is they monitor them and they will take pictures to verify that it was done. That's just common practice. And so they couldn't verify that it had ever taken place. The dogs were together. We knew they were together, but we didn't know whether or not they had actually done the deed or not. And we didn't know that until obviously she was confirmed pregnant. So the reason that I know it was him is not just because obviously they were together, but because the reason that we used this dog is because he has a very dominant head. And that head is in these puppies. We literally got what we wanted out of this litter. There are some puppies in this litter that are absolutely fantastic. They have bodies and they have heads. They're going to be fantastic dogs. So I seriously resent people saying that they look like mixed breed dogs, because you clearly don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what a Corso looks like if you think that these are mixed breed dogs, okay? I've shown people how much the ears can change the expression of the breed. That's why we were jokingly calling that boy from Italy a Labrador. These puppies are already, they're like 7 weeks old now, 7.5 weeks old. Normally my puppies are already cropped by this time, because, you know, I used to crop my puppies at 6 weeks of age. That's whenever my vet liked to do it before. So you guys are not used to seeing puppies this age with ears, which is why people are like looking at them saying, look at the ears, it looks totally different. It's just that, let's not go there. You know what I mean? These people have done enough wrong that that's not part of it. So that's not something I mean, literally you can see it in the pups. Okay. I've seen Natuno litters. I was over there with 2 litters on the ground. Reese has a male. I have a female. I have another female. Actually, I take that back. Reese and I both bought 4 puppies out of Natuno, 4 of them. So we know what they look like. And these puppies are going to be very nice, mark my words. And those of you that said they look like mixed breeds will eat your words. So, now I will say, like I said, the ones that have mileena's head, it's not pretty. I'm not going to lie. It's not pretty. We don't like it either. That's why we used Natuno in the first place, was because the head's not right. Doesn't make it mixed breed, obviously, but it's not typey. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of Corso out there that don't have typey heads. But you know what? It is what it is, right? Like, we're working on it. It's a breed in recovery, and we're trying to fix it. So, you know, that's the reality of the situation. That's not a concern that I have. I'm very, very, very happy about it. This male right here, this is my boy. Hold on, the lighting sucks so bad. That right there, that's 100% pure Corso right there, okay? 100% fantastic Corso. He looks just like Raiden. And you would have had to have seen Raiden when he was a puppy, but he looks just like Raiden. He's gorgeous. You don't get dogs that look like that in a mix. You just don't. It's just not the way it works. So dogs like this guy here with a longer muzzle, and like this dude here with the what we call the Pharaoh hounds, because we jokingly call him that. It's just, unfortunately, you know, the breeder that bred mileena was working very hard on structure, and the head was just the least of their concerns. And so that's kind of what we get, are these fantastic bodies but not so good of heads. And the Italian dogs are bred for their heads, and the bodies are a you know, second thought. And that's why with the Italian dogs, oftentimes the heads are fantastic, but the bodies need work. And what we tried to do was marry these two together, and hoping that we could combine the two and get the best of both worlds. We wanted the head plus the body. I think we got it. I think we got quite a few, and I'm really excited about it. So, you know, so that's that. I did need to address that. Also, I took Blondie to the vet today, because her pregnancy is what I would consider to be high risk, because of the fact that she has had a cesarean. I wanted to make sure that I was keeping an eye on her and that we had everything checked out. I wanted to get a gestational age via ultrasound. So today I took her to the vet. They did an ultrasound. They confirmed that she is indeed pregnant in the time frame that we said, which was she was bred around the 6th, from the 6th to the 8th. Puppies all look good and healthy. Heartbeats are good. Mom is in fantastic shape. Nothing wrong. She said that she saw at least 6 or 7, but that they are big enough now that they actually are blocking the view. So she would not be surprised if there were quite a few more. So anyway, I'm not taking any more deposits on her litter. I already have 8, and for me that's enough. I don't in fact, I did move a guy that was on a 5th pick male spot over to my velocity litter, just because I, you know, just felt more comfortable that way. You know what I mean? Because I don't want anybody to not get a puppy. So so I guess that's where we're at. Mona is looking like she's pregnant. I may just bite the bullet and take her in for an ultrasound. But she is looking pretty big. And for sure, Nirvana looks really big. So I think we're in business for all 3 of them. But I'll let you guys know. And then I do believe that more than likely we did find a home for Akiro and for our little girl Tia, which is, you know, awesome. They're hopefully gonna go together, which I really think is gonna be fantastic for that family. But I'll know for sure tomorrow. So and then also we've had some developments with Mazikeen, and after talking with the vet, I don't think we're gonna rehome her. Oddly enough, her coat is responding to this, like, basically like a bacterial shampoo. And so we're thinking that somehow she's had like some kind of like a bacterial skin, like a pyoderma kind of thing or something. So we'll see what happens with that. And then we have her on a histamine for the allergies. And that seems to be clearing that up. So if it was all allergies and it was just a hot mess, I was like, heck no. But now finding out that it's not that, and that it's actually a lot simpler than that, now I kind of feel like, all right, you know, it's one thing, it's not a multitude of things. So we'll pause on that, and so for now, you know, I'm really liking that. I didn't want to get rid of Mazikeen anyway. She's a really fantastic dog. and it would have just been a super shame. And so the vet was just like, no, let's just go ahead and try this, and just we'll go from there. So that's kind of where we're at. Not going to throw away the whole dog just because she's, you know, not perfect in every single area. So anyway, so I guess we'll see. I'll get you guys updated on what's going on with the rest of the dogs, but for now, that's kind of where we're at. So sorry for the late upload. I just knew I needed to get something out, but I've been so busy. It's been really hard to find the time, but I'm going to try to be better at that. It's just been like absolutely crazy. So I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.